What if love doesn't end, it just changes shape? This is how I learned to carry it. I keep her ashes on the shelf above my desk. It's the first thing I see when the sun comes through the window. A simple ceramic urn, unassuming, yet it holds the entire world I once knew. It feels right, having her here, close to where I try to make sense of the days. Every morning, before the world rushes in, before coffee, before the noise of my phone, my first act is one of remembrance. My hand finds its way to the cool, smooth surface. That small urn. And for a split second, every single day, I remember. Not the end, but the beginning. The way she'd laugh, the warmth of her hand in mine. She was here. She was real. This ritual isn't about holding on to grief, it's about holding on to that truth. Love doesn't just disappear because someone does. It changes shape. It becomes the quiet strength that gets you through the day. There's this weight that comes with goodbye. It's not a sudden, dramatic crash. It's quiet. It's a slow settling, like the first frost of winter that you don't see coming. But one morning you wake up and the world has changed its color. It seeps into the spaces between moments. The silent pauses in a conversation. The breath you take before walking through the front door. It's the empty chair at dinner. A hollow space that seems to hum with absence. It's the birthday that comes and goes, marked only by the silence where laughter used to be. It's reaching for a second coffee mug out of habit, my hand freezing midair with the sudden sharp memory that there's only one of me now. It's the inside jokes that die mid-sentence because the only other person who got them is gone. They hang in the air, unfinished thoughts looking for a home. Grief isn't this big, loud thing we see in movies. It's small, it's constant. It's 1,000 tiny paper cuts that you learn to live with every single day. But one evening, standing in front of that urn, a different feeling began to take root. It wasn't a grand epiphany. It was a quiet resolve. I made a promise, no audience, no ceremony, just me and her memory, and this overwhelming feeling that I couldn't let her fade into nothing. I couldn't let the best parts of us, the light she brought into the world, be extinguished with her last breath. Her legacy deserved more than just my sorrow. So I promised I'd live differently, more present, more kind, more brave. I promised I would notice the sunrise, feel the warmth of the coffee cup in my hands, and truly listen when a friend speaks. That promise wasn't about being perfect. It was about being intentional. It was about choosing to carry her light forward, not as a burden of grief, but as a compass for how to live. A way to honor her life by truly living my own. Here's what I've learned in the quiet that followed. Her lessons didn't die with her. They live in the soil under my fingernails, in the way I now notice the first bloom of spring. The patience she had when I was impossible, a storm of my own making. I find myself breathing through frustration, hearing her gentle reminder to just let it be. The way she laughed, a full-bodied sound that could fill the entire house, even at my worst jokes. I still tell them sometimes, just to imagine it. Her resilience when everything felt like it was falling apart. Her hand a steady anchor in mine. She taught me that strength wasn't about never breaking, but about how you put the pieces back together. I see her wisdom tucked into the pages of her favorite books, in the notes she left in the margins. So I've created my own rituals, small anchors in the week. I light a candle on Sundays, a quiet promise to carry her light. I write her letters I'll never send, filling pages with the mundane and the monumental. I tell her about the neighbor's new puppy, about the promotion I didn't think I was ready for, about how the silence in the house is finally starting to feel less like an absence and more like peace. I say her name out loud when I'm alone, letting it hang in the air. Because silence feels like erasing, and I refuse to erase the most beautiful story I've ever known. Grief changes. It doesn't disappear, but it transforms. In the beginning, it was a tidal wave. Now, it's the constant, rhythmic tide. The sharp edges soften, worn smooth by the passing of seasons. The weight becomes something you learn to carry differently, not as a burden, but as a part of your own strength. And love. Love becomes this lighthouse. It doesn't promise to bring the ship back to shore, but its beam cuts through the fog, guiding you forward to new harbors. She would want that. I know she would. Not for me to stop living, anchored in the past, but to live more fully because of the love she gave me. To be kinder to strangers because she saw the good in everyone. To be braver in my own life because she always believed I could be. To find joy in a simple cup of coffee, just like she did. That's the legacy she left behind. It's not an ending. It's a continuation. That's how loss becomes light. Her ashes sit on that shelf, and every morning I see them, and every morning I choose to live in a way that honors what we had. Because love doesn't end when someone leaves. It just finds new ways to exist. And that's enough.